What's up, guys? It's Mystic Fire here to bring you Black Clover episode 35 review. And I gotta say, this episode went a lot better than last week's episode. But before I begin with the review, thank you so much for your support on my last videos. Even though I uploaded them really late, I really appreciate all the support that you guys give me. And yeah, let's keep the hype growing. Let's grow to get there. Let's grow community to get there. That's what I always say that because I mean it. And thank you so much for your support once again. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to it for more content like this. More reviews, more news when it comes to manga the best manga sales. There's gonna be a new series coming that I'm trying to review all the time, but I just don't have time. Like I'm kind of weeks of school, and I have to study for finals, and do study guides and whatnot. So I will get to it tomorrow because next new episode is Thursday. I hope I can get to it in time. But anyways, let's go with this review. Black Clover episode 35, The Light of Judgment. This episode basically starts the same way in the last week. Starts with Yami and Asta getting out of the rubble that they were in cave in, or basically when the cave in, they were under that, and they came out, and that's where it ended. I feel like he was rushed when he came to where they wanted to end it. Like I guess they didn't want to go to the next part because today's episode was really hyped. I guess I guess they just rushed to stop it last week because they didn't want to go into this and just I don't know why would they do that though, because if they would have ended in a hype moment, then people would have been a lot hype. People would have been a lot more hype to come back this week, which I was surprised people did. I didn't see a lot of complaints when it came to the comment section, because every time you go to a Black Clover episode and you go to the comment section, all you see is complaints left and right. But this week, actually, the animation was better than last week's. I gotta say, they of course, the animation is still the same way, but they improved it a bit as to sort of my complaints. I know it's not because of me, but anyways, they improved it, so and I kind of like that, Anyways, yeah. After Yami just said, you gonna said to us, you're gonna survive. You can feel the objects too, and that way you never die. And then Yami basically rally Asta to go and take down the leader. Basically, and he said, yeah, what? I feel like I can do it. And then Yami was like, no, scratch that. I told him I would show him what part of a captain is like, and he went all in. When he did that, when he posed and just show all his dark magic coming out of him from behind him, it was like, oh shoot, shit is about to get real, and it did get real actually. There's not really much that we learn aside from what Licht is trying to do, not really what he's trying to do, because we know what he's trying to do, but more so why he's trying to do it, because he told Yami, since you're a foreigner, you have noticed too the distortions that are in the Clover Kingdom. And it's true. If you think about it, though, the distortions that are in the Clover Kingdom are distortions that are in the real world too. Because I always like when anime or even manga makes connection to the real world, because especially when it comes to fantasy manga like Black Clover, when it comes to magic and all that. Now, because it actually shows that that even anime learns from humanity, and it's up to us to be better than what it is right now. Although that takes a lot of time, but anyways, I'm debating from this. Yeah, so we learn what Licht is trying to do. He says, you see people starving of hunger, and yet there are people that have a lot in essence and throw the rest away. The Clover Kingdom is based. You decide. Right, it's just something like your magic tells where you're gonna be in life, or basically where you stand, and yet I don't know how to explain it. I have the manga right there, but I don't want to get up and just get it, because no. But yeah. So let me recall it. So he said, there are people dying of starvation, and yet there are others that have a lot in excess and throw away the rest. Magic decides everything, but yet but yet they use birth as for discrimination. Other people have a lot of magic, but they're discriminated because of their birth. That's what they said. And other people that are not born here are discriminated. Basically, like Yami, because Yami came from Japan, and then he was discriminated. Something like that. I don't know if I explained it right, but I gotta say I agree with what he's saying, basically, because that's the way humanity is, you know. And after that, though, we see Asta facing against Valtos. Valtos is the guy that uses special magic. Asta used his New Learning Key to basically defend against most of the attacks, but some of them still hit him. It was near his limit. Valtos that he could go forever. And then Asta, you know, Asta was doubting himself before all that, while he was seeing Yami and Licht fight. He was doubting himself as to, yeah, Captain Yami, you know, and even the Wizard King. Can I really surpass them? I don't have any magic, but can I surpass them? You know, he was doubting himself. He was getting depressed because he didn't have any magic, and he didn't know if he could surpass him even if he trained. Then Yami came in and said, what are you doing, moron? I told you to focus on that guy. I don't give missions. I don't give jobs to people that can't do it. And find your own way. So, you know, Yami's being like, Yami believes in me no matter what, which is one of the things to see when everybody else belittles him because he has no magic, you know, or just because he's a peasant, a commoner, basically, you know. So it's something different to see Yami, that Yami doesn't belittle him. Yami actually believes in him that he can do it and everything. Then Licht comes in saying, "You let your guard down," and Yami said, "That be you." He used Black Hole, and then he used Dark Magic, Dark Blade, and caught Licht right here in the. Basically, he almost remembered Licht from the shoulder up. And I'm like, shoot, Yami, what is this? Although it happened in the manga, so I read the manga, so it's kind of like, you know, I'm trying to explain it to the best facilities, and I'm not trying to go into spoiler territory for the people that only watch the anime. By the way, if you read the manga, let me know. Like, go and watch my review for chapter 59. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of that chapter, because let me tell you, the chapter was awesome. Anyways, and yeah, basically that's how it ends. Basically. I mean, Licht gets up, he's trying to do an attack, and Yami basically uses Dark Magic, Dark Cocoon to like defensive mode and whatnot. And then, you know, Licht is saying that, oh, you can stop this. We learned the Dark Magic is slow, and the Light Magic is fast, as we've seen. And in the Dark Magic, draws in Light Magic, which is why every time you saw the Light Magic was about to hit Yami, and every time he used the Dark Magic, the Light Magic just dispelled, and the Dark Magic, because see, like the Dark Magic, I believe Dark Magic is a lot stronger than Light Magic when it comes to the series right now, but the simple fact of everything that happened when it came to it, and even then without attack, it was Ray of Judgment that Licht was doing last attack. Yami was saying that no, he can block it even if he goes to defensive mode. So, you know, and then after that he like, oh, I'm gonna leave it to the 5 seconds. 5 seconds from now, me. Like, he just went, and then we go to Sister Teresa, Gauche, and Pharaoh. You know, we see that Sister Teresa is alive. We see that they give their magic to Gauche, like even the kids do, and even Nietzsche do. Nietzsche is the guy that was to kidnap the kids. No, he's the one that kidnapped the kids. He's alive. So we haven't seen him in the manga yet, so we don't know if he's gonna play a bigger role, especially now in the arc that's the manga, especially when they need everybody they can get. But anyways, and yeah, so you know, it's good to see that Gauche character development has stayed, you know, and that he actually has changed, because if it was the old Gauche, he'd have been like, oh, my sister is safe, I'm not going back anymore. So he would have left them there to die. But he go back. But he went back, and he reflected that the big attack, the Ray of Judgment that Licht was doing, you know. And I gotta say, the manga actually used common sense, because mirrors reflects light, which is basically what they did. Another thing to notice is that none of the attacks, like all of Licht's attacks that he did to Gauche, they were like, they didn't hit any battle points when it came to his body. But then when it came to the Sister Teresa, it actually did. So, you know, that's something to notice right there. Like, as to why Licht just did, you know. Or maybe it's because he wasn't aiming. You know, it's one of those things where he just wanted to take him away and whatnot. But yeah. And that was the episode. Then we see 3 other characters. I think they're gonna come into the fight next week. You know, we see 3 other characters. By the title of the episode, 3 eyes, I would say that they're the 3 eyes, like the top 3 guys aside from the leader in the organization. So who knows what might happen. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for checking out my content, and I'll see you guys and gals later.